Well, hello folks, welcome to the April 2022 update for the channel here. Thank you very much for dropping on by. I'm the Custard Prophet. So in today's video we are going to be having a brief run through the stuff that's going on the channel currently, the stuff that is potentially going to be coming to the channel, the stuff that may be leaving the channel soon, and I will want your input in various places there, if you will. That's probably where the most of you will be interested. I am going to do a little bit of an update also in terms of channel health at the end, so if you're interested in the under the hood stuff, then stick around for that. So okay, so we'll start off with probably the big change that's happened to the channel in infrastructure wise, if you will, in the last couple of months. We've upgraded the microphone. So yes, we were working with the cheapest, tattiest microphone you could possibly work with, it did all right. I have to say it did a decent enough job. The sound wasn't that terrible. There was a noticeable crackle and stuff, and we have upgraded to this lad, a Snowball Ice, which isn't the most expensive microphone, but it is a dramatic upgrade, and I have noticed an improvement myself, and hopefully you've noticed that as well. So it's not often I actually spend much on the channel. It's not actually because I spent it was my birthday, so that was essentially a gift for my birthday, which was a very nice addition to the channel. So let me know if you've heard a difference, or whether you think I should be playing around with the settings a little bit more. Okay, so that's kind of infrastructure wise what's going on the channel, or what will be going on the channel in the next few months. Well, things are going to be very similar to how they've been going. So the channel, as you well know, is a Football Manager based channel, so there is always Football Manager content on the channel. That's not going to change. That's my favorite game. That's the game I've played since I was about 13, every single edition of, so it's not going to go anywhere. And we currently have a save in Latvia with Riga FC. It's currently in season 7, right at the start of season 7, and we are doing all right. It's a real interesting challenge, one I've never done really anything like before. So it's basically a club that is going to win the league every year, but it's trying to improve them in Europe. But it's a tiny club in the context of the European big boys, so it's trying to build the club up to a size that is going to be challenging those big boys, and it has been really challenging just to increase the reputation of the team. But it's been a lot of fun doing it, and there seems to be a reasonable following for that. So well, even if there wasn't, it will continue. I absolutely love that save. So yeah, expect that every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. The other very regular content on the channel is, of course, the tennis management content, and there's two games that's coming from currently. Tennis Elbow Manager 2, which I've had on the channel for coming up to 3 years, I think, since I've put the first episode out. Absolutely mad. And Tennis Manager 2021. So Tennis Elbow Manager is every Saturday, Tennis Manager 2021 is every Sunday. Now the Tennis Elbow Manager content, we are 160 episodes deep into that save. I think the player Sean Death is 27 years old, and we are second in the world. Now the focus of that save has always been to get to number 1, and currently we've got a bit of work to do to reach the guy one place above us. But the question I have for you, and I put this out on the channel message board thing, when should we, if we do get to that number 1 spot, maybe in the next couple of tournaments, maybe by the Australian Open or something like that, when should we stop the save? Should it be immediate? When I put it out, people wanted me to go to the end of the season, but if I go to the end of the season, it will mean playing an entire full season. Should I just go to the next major tournament? What should I do? How should I play that if we do go into the next year, which is a distinct possibility? But I do want to get to that number 1 spot, and if I don't get to the number 1 spot, I'll probably continue until the guy's career ends, because I'm determined to do it. We're second in the world. We have to get there, surely. Tennis Manager 2021 is going to continue as we are going. Not really much to say about that. I'm enjoying the sort of progression. I'm enjoying learning more about the game. Yeah, it seems to have a good few people watching it, so we'll continue that. If I'm not sure quite what we're going to do with additional tennis management content, if there is going to be stuff coming in or not, but we will see how things go in the future. So that leaves a couple of days a week, which I haven't talked about, and that is Tuesdays and Thursdays. And those we started a couple of months ago doing more random stuff, or semi-random stuff, on the Tuesdays and Thursdays. I say semi-random because it's the same sort of stuff. There's a sort of a pool of about 5 or 6 types of video that I make there, and just kind of working through that. There's an old FM21 save that I'm continuing to run and putting up sort of more long-term updates on, where we're managing RFC Liège in Belgium and trying to get them above their noisy neighbours Standard Liège, and we're in season 20. Just finished season 20, which video came out yesterday, the last video of that, so that's good. You will have seen, which wasn't mentioned at all in the last update, but we've been playing The Shore, which is a Lovecraftian sort of atmospheric horror game, which is just the most random, chaotic game I think I've ever come across. If you want just to see random chaos, yeah, have a little watch of that, because you just never know what weird and wonderful creature you'll be looking at in each episode. But I mean, it's a short game. We're 6 episodes in. We'll be playing that to the end, but I don't think there's many episodes left. Maybe 2 or 3 videos left, and then once those are completed, the series will be wrapped up for that. The other, I guess, things we've been putting on there quite a lot are the GeoGuessr videos, which are probably some of the most popular videos on the channel at the minute. They certainly crank the views over time, and most of them getting over 40 views, which is quite good. Doesn't sound a lot, but it is quite good for the channel. Some of them getting up to 100. I'm loving the GeoGuessr content, and I'm very happy to put more and more of that out. I'm looking to keep sort of doing sort of weekly episodes, if I can, of GeoGuessr within the confines of the kind of Tuesday, Thursday thing. We also put a Sporkle video out, so it's quizzing software this week, which I'd been meaning to do for a little while. I did some a while back, and I just wanted to see if there was an appetite for it. Doesn't look like there is, but let me know if there are particular Sporkle quizzes you would like to see me do. I always seem to stick around the geography ones, but yeah, let me know if there are those quizzes you want to see on the channel. And then the other things are sort of the evergreen videos, the FM based evergreen videos, where I did the video asking the question, what is the best Football Manager attribute, which did very well. That's got sort of 200-300 views now, and that's continuing to pick up views, and that was based on a Twitter poll that I basically put out to the Football Manager community, a series of Twitter polls in reality, where I pitted attributes against each other until we got to a final attribute. Not going to give away which one won, but there was an overall winner. Wasn't entirely surprising, but some of the other ones were surprising that managed to advance. And also the attribute breakdown series, where we look at individual player attributes. I'll be looking to maybe extend that to hidden attributes and goalkeeper attributes as well in the future, so keep an eye out for those sorts of things. I guess the one thing that is missing from that list, which I have done on the channel, is the Tower 3D, the air traffic controller simulation game, which I do love. It's not because I've fallen out of love of that game and haven't been wanting to play it. It's just because I haven't been able to set up the speech recognition software with the new mic. I've had loads of issues. It just isn't connecting, and I can't figure it out at the minute. So once I do figure that out, there will be some Tower 3D going up there as well, which I know is a lot. There's about 5 or 6 things there, which are kind of battling for position in those 2-day spots on the per week, so it makes it a little bit difficult, and I have to sort of cut and change and stuff. But maybe once the shore finishes up, then there'll be a little bit more space for other things potentially, although I have got a couple of other ideas of things that I might want to put in short saves, and one of those is an international save on using it in FM22. I did one last year for FM21 with the Ivory Coast, and again I want to use one of Dodgy Gamer's competitions and do and take control of a team for the competitions. That'll be a short, maybe 3 or 4 part episode. So if there are particular competitions that you would be really interested in seeing that from Dodgy Gamer's bunch of competitions that he's done, they're basically ones that aren't in the game, that you can kind of upload into your download into your game. So let me know if there are particular tournaments that you'd be interested in seeing. He's got a video where he goes through all of the ones that he has made. So those are the thoughts, and those are the sort of things that will be coming. There may well be other stuff as well in the not too distant future. I've got a couple of other random videos that may drop in there, but that's basically what we're doing. So Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays it's the Latvian job, so with Riga. Saturdays it's Tennis Elbow Manager 2, Sundays it's Tennis Manager 2021, and Tuesdays and Thursdays it's one of those other random games. That's where we are. So that is the plan going forward, and we will continue doing that. I've got other ideas which aren't quite as fully formed yet, but hopefully some of those will arrive on the channel soon and you will get to see them. So let's just have a very quick look at channel health, because I think that's always good to see. Here we go. So here is our channel. We've currently got 687 subscribers, which I think is around 40 or 50 more than last time we were together, so that's pretty good. So in a couple of months we are edging closer to that 700 sub mark, which would be an excellent place to get, and it's tantalizingly close then to the 1k sub mark, which we are trying to reach. Also getting close again to the 100k view mark, which would be awesome, and the watch time again is doing well. What's really encouraging in terms of channel growth is if you look in the last 365 days, so last year, okay, we've picked up 216 subs, which is probably about a third of the subs that we've got. That kind of makes sense because channel's been going 3 years now, so that makes sense. But what is kind of encouraging is that these two numbers are pretty much half of the channel's total, if not a little bit more than that, suggesting we are getting good growth we have had good growth in terms of views and watch time over the last year, and those are the sort of metrics that are really, really important. Subs probably not as important. I guess the other things to talk about is whether we've grown since last time we were together. Well, the answer there is no. In the last 28 days we've had 3.1k views, almost 300 hours of watch time, and 12 subs, which it's respectable. In the 28 days prior to the previous video, it was 4.7k views, 366 hours watch time, and 23 subs. So not quite as good, but there's good reason for that. We had a very decent month in February, and we had a very, very decent month in January, which that covers, and one of, I think, probably our third best ever month on the channel. So it was a particularly good month. So I'm not too worried about that. I think it's just part of the course. And in fact, if you compare it to this time last year, same exact dates, it was 1.9k hours. It was 1.9k views a year ago. Not even 200 hours of watch time and just 4 subs. So there is a massive upgrade here in this year. So I'm pretty happy with how things are going. It's nice to see growth and sort of a reasonable amount of people watching the channel and commenting and stuff. And I do my best to get back to you all. It's sometimes with work and stuff, it means I have to kind of do it in a little batch, which, you know, I can't necessarily reply to all the comments as and when they arrive, which I kind of would like to do, but it's kind of hard to do that. Anyway, folks, if there are particular things that you would like to see on the channel, things that you would like me to think about, then drop a note in the comments below. Love to hear from you, and love to hear your thoughts on what's coming up and what is on the channel currently, the sort of things you're enjoying more than others, all that sort of stuff, so I can kind of tailor things appropriately. All the stuff I do on the channel I enjoy, so I'm not going to put stuff on I'm not enjoying, but if there are things that you're enjoying more out of all that, then why not sort of do more of that stuff. But we will see what things look like in a couple of months when we come back. Anyway, that's it for now. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and hopefully see you on another video very soon. Goodbye.